This mistake can cost you thousands. So this video is in regards to basement apartments, specifically illegal basement apartments. When doing home inspections, we used to see this all the time. You see, many people are trying to figure out a way to make ends meet these days in the economy the way it is, and it's not easy to get by. So people are trying to figure out a way to do something, and a lot of people are doing this by buying a property that has an existing basement apartment in it, which is a great idea. But if this basement apartment is not legal, you could be looking at a world of hurt. So what do I mean by that? I mean that in most areas, well, especially in Ontario, in most areas, basements need to be legalized. And as part of the legal process, there's building code inspections and fire safety inspections that go along with that. So a lot of people forego that. A lot of people just think it can be called a granny suite or an in-law suite, and they can avoid that. And people buying these properties without doing their research and finding out about this, whether the inspections were done or not, could potentially down the road be in a world of hurt. And the results of this could be, if you have any kind of issues, if you have a fire in your property, or someone gets hurt, or somebody has to come in to help out the tenant, and they see that the property doesn't have working smoke alarms, interconnected smoke alarms, they don't have proper means of egress, or there's safety concerns, health and safety concerns, you could find yourself in a lot of trouble. First of all, you could have problems with your insurance. You could have problems with being forced to remove this work. So how do you know if something has been done the proper way or not? First of all, you're buying a property, you want to get the paperwork on it. You want to see that the basement apartment has been legalized. If the person says it wasn't legalized, but it is up to code, then be wary of that. Have a home inspection done with someone who is familiar with the codes and the procedures and the processes for basement apartments, so you can protect yourself. He will be looking at it, and he'll be looking at a bunch of different clues. First of all, how is the entrance? Is it a legal entrance? You'll be able to tell by the materials that have been used, the rise and run of the stairs, different things, whether there is a drain at the bottom of the stairs, the width of the doorway. A lot of things the inspector will be able to tell if it was a do-it-yourselfer job or whether it was a professional. Then you're going to see things like the heat source for the rooms, or how the electrical was put together. You're going to see from the switches and the outlets if it looks like it was professional or if it looks like it was done by a weekend warrior kind of person. So looking at the finishes, the drywall, the taping, the mudding. All these things are just clues that lead you in a certain direction. Underneath the sink, are you going to be looking at how the plumbing was done? Is there improper venting? A lot of this kind of stuff. So this is why it's so important that you hire an inspector who has the knowledge and the experience to deal with these kind of issues. The market these days is so tough that you want to have every source of income, and basement apartments are a great way to do it, but you need to protect yourself. No one is going to come help you if you have a problem. You're going to be all on your own, you and your insurance, and possibly the municipality, the township, the county going to be coming after you because you were doing something that you're not ought to be doing. So take it from me, I've heard stories, and I've seen lots of places that were rented out, boarding houses, that kind of stuff, and these are places that nobody should have been living in. The head height alone was too shallow, that someone shouldn't be living in there. And if somebody had to get in to rescue somebody, some of these places were really, really not easy to access. So protect yourself. Like I said, hire the proper person to look after your best interests, and do things the proper way. There's lots of properties out there. If this one does not fit, move on to the next one. Yes, you're going to probably pay a little bit extra for this property in order to get the rentable unit, the dwelling space, but nothing is better than having the peace of mind of being able to sleep good at night, knowing that you are providing a high quality rental unit for your tenants. And hopefully that means that you will be able to have them for many years to come, and it will be a great relationship. So just a few tips there to be wary of properties that have do-it-yourself weekend warrior type basement apartments that could cause you issues down the line. So hope this helps you, and if you like this, press the like button or the subscribe button, and leave some comments down below. I'll answer them, and hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone.